Mish Mash!
I guess it's a little late for this announcement, but I figured I'd bundle everything together with the year dying down and whatnot, so here we go. I hit 1,000 subs a little while ago, and I feel like I didn't give you guys a proper thank you, and the announcement didn't really have the grandiose that I think it deserves. So with us getting even closer to 2,000 subs, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your viewership, your comments, your constructive criticism. All of it means the world to me. To me, painting is something that centers me, and it's something I will never not do. So having all the more reason to come to my hobby desk and have my time be even more valuable than it once was. It's something that I cannot begin to describe. I'm already doing what I love, and to be able to share that with you guys and teach you a few things, it's a pretty amazing feeling, and there's really nothing like it. Truth be told, there was a time that I had another account, but I kinda deleted everything due to personal reasons. I don't often want to do this, but to be quite honest with you guys, I've been very reclusive for the past 2 years. Things have happened to me in my social life due to outside interference and things that were completely within my control that I just kinda fucked up. I was dumb, and I was young, and I ended up making a lot of decisions that hurt people I cared about. I burned a lot of bridges that I don't ever think will be mended. And to those who are out there, I'm sorry. This is something that's kind of been on my chest for a while, and I apologize. I'm sure you're here for painting, but this is something that I feel like I have to do. Since that point, I just decided that maybe it would be best if I just stayed reclusive for a while. And I did that for way too long. It really was this year that I started really getting my life back on track. And part of that, I thought, was maybe just starting a painting channel. I wanted to make something that made people feel inspired, and I feel like I'm doing that right now. I'm by no means the best painter in the world, but I know a thing or two that can help people out. I really started this channel with the idea of trying to make something positive out of everything that had happened. A lot of my earlier stuff is more so dedicated to just painting whatever I want. And that's something that I kind of want to get back on track with in this coming year. But don't worry, I'm still going to jump on the trends. Gotta paint whatever new slob GW's got going on for us, right? Anyway, to kind of conclude this more personal section of the video, I just want to say that I'm glad to put out something positive in the world. It's kind of gay. I admit, it's kind of gay. But, you know, whatever. Circling back a little bit, I want to talk a little bit more about what I want to do for the future of the channel. I do want to bring back painting the pile of shame. I think doing more experimental painting tutorials would be a lot more fun for me, and on top of it, I feel like it's something that could help you guys learn even more. I'm more than willing to keep going on with the Warhammer stuff and painting just random Space Marines once in a while. I like doing it, but I feel like it'd be more constructive if I branched out a little bit more beyond that. I've been kind of brainstorming a little bit more on what I want to do as far as channel structure goes, and I've been considering making a second channel more dedicated to the lore stuff. I want to make a more structured schedule, but it's kind of hard to do that for painting, editing, and drawing, so we'll see. I think there's plenty of times where I say I'm going to do something at the end of the video and I ended up not doing it because it just didn't work out. I'll try my best to be a little bit more gray about what I'm planning. I feel like forcing creativity is something that I'm just not capable of doing, and I just don't want to get your guys' hopes up and then just not do something. If I do put something in the community tab, however, I will stick with it. And speaking of the community, I've just been kind of brainstorming ideas for channel memberships, just incentives and whatnot. We're not too far off in terms of watch time to getting to that point, so I just want to have some ideas in my back pocket for what you guys might want to see. The past few days has really been the first time in a while that I've really stepped back from making any video stuff. And as a result of that, I had a lot of thinking that I did in terms of the channel's direction. Obviously, I want to produce some content that has much more broad appeal, and I think that's primarily what the shorts are for. I feel like a lot of my personality is lost in the shorts, and, you know, it's a minute long, what can you expect? But with my longer videos, I'm trying to find a good balance between me talking and doing a painting tutorial. I think it's safe to assume that a lot of my videos are watched purely to see the miniature be painted rather than listen to what I have to say. Which I should mention is more than fair. I think that's pretty much what most people do. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to do some more review-esque stuff when it comes to hobby painting. That and more gimmicky videos like the one I did with Arthur. I thought that was a lot of fun and kind of a nice change of pace. Reason I mention this is I really do find the more tutorial-oriented videos to be less fun to work on. I mean this more so in a full, complete, beginning-to-end miniature painting tutorial. And I'm not saying they're a chore by any means, I just find it a little bit more painstaking when it comes to editing because I have to be more precise. That and following recipes is something that I really don't like doing when it comes to painting. My favorite way of painting is improvising. Experimentation is like my favorite part of the hobby, so I think I want to try more of that. I think it would be super fun to do a series on improving parts of the hobby that I'm really mediocre at. But like I mentioned with the Ogren video, I find the lore stuff to be really fun to work on. I think the thing that made me click with it the most is that I realized that I was having fun editing, and I hate editing. But like I mentioned with having a second channel, I'm still trying to figure out a way to balance everything out in terms of planning things and timing. I don't want to get myself burned out by working on 2 channels, and I think the biggest thing is I just don't want to have a lack of flow of content for you guys. But if I have the option to make this kind of thing a career, I think this is a hurdle that's worth getting over. I would like some feedback on this, by the way. But as kind of a final thing and kind of a parting words for this video, I want to give a big thank you to 3 people in particular: Lizard of Doom, Mr. Arthur Bones, and Uncle Sam. Despite how new my channel is, these 3 guys took interest quickly. They helped me out with videos, inspired me to make better content, gave me an opportunity to showcase my skills on a bigger platform, and helped me reach out to a new group of people that I can share my interests with. But most of all, I consider these guys my friends. Go check all 3 of these guys out, they deserve it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. And I'm excited to show you guys what I got cooking up and the aspirations I have for everything planned out for the channel. And for now, I'll leave you with a Mish Mash kit bash and paint some fantastic miniatures. And you're gonna, I promise. See ya.